I came to a point in my journey and I told God, honor me with the grace of martyrdom. Let that day come when I finish my journey. I have the privilege of dying for you. People look at you, they say, hey, you are taking risk. Take risk. Me, I'm a burnt offering. God will raise men in the last day because there are nations that depend on us. Every 5 minutes today in this present world, a Christian is killed for his faith. Every 5 minutes, a Christian is killed. There are 79,000 prisoners, Christian prisoners in Japan as I speak with you. 750,000. If they send your messages to them, they will start crying that they wasted their life following Jesus. This message you preach in Africa. In February, 50 Egyptian Christians were killed publicly. Not one of them denied Jesus. In one church, there were 13 members. Not one denied Jesus. 13 members from one church beheaded. All of them stood their ground.
Because you see, I've tried to search church history and ask questions. Then God will not allow anything evil happen to you. Auntie, God was there when they crucified Peter upside down. He didn't run from heaven and say, my Peter. He didn't move an inch. He was there when Thomas entered into India and they killed him like goat meat. He was there. He didn't move and he was not perturbed. He didn't get up from his throne and say, hey! It was not a crisis. They died.
The kind of churches we have today in Africa, Nigeria, Ghana, if they bring 200 members, all of them will deny Jesus. Because every day they come to church, you promise them things that satisfy their appetite. So men are on the pursuit of vanity, running through church. The same thing they seek a herbalist, that's what they seek church for. Because we only bring vanity to them. One church, 13 Christians beheaded, not one changed their mind. That pastor is the true pastor that the world is looking for. May God not allow me to leave this world until I qualify to stand with patriarchs that fought the fight of faith in this life. What am I going to do in heaven if I don't qualify to stand with men that have power to deny everything for the sake of the gospel?
One story that altered my life was John Huss. They put him on a stake to burn him alive. And they said, recant. He said, I will not recant. Then they put fire. The narrator said, as the smell of burnt flesh hit the air. So that means his feet have started burning. His feet have started burning. He did not cry out with agony, but he opened his mouth and sang a hymn. Your flesh is burning. It is, hey, what dare you? Oh, Malicha, hey, why have you abandoned me? Jesus, it's you I'm dying for. It's you I'm dying for. No, that's Nigerian movie. No. He began to sing a song of worship and adoration. What was it that he was feeling that he did not feel the pain of fire? What is it? You can't fake that thing. You can't fake it. That's a bride that had made up his mind. I will be with the bridegroom, regardless of the cost. What was it that man had in his heart? His flesh was burning, yet his lips were singing.
You go to heaven and say you preach the same gospel with Paul. They wanted to crucify Peter. Peter said, hey, I don't have the honor of being crucified like Jesus. So crucifixion is an honor. It's only in the realm of warriors that they think like that. He said, when you crucify me, turn me upside down. Please, he was not begging for his life. This life is a body. I've seen something yonder, beyond the skies. I've seen something beyond time. I've seen an immortality. That's what I pursue. Who told you I'm afraid of dying? Thank you for the honor. But when you crucify me, please, turn me upside down. I don't want to be equal with Christ. We were told Paul was going to Jerusalem. Agabus came and took his belt and said, the one that owns this belt, he will be bound. Paul said, I will not be bound by a belt. I was already bound in the spirit. He said, I go to Jerusalem bound in the spirit. He knew when he goes there, he will die. And Paul was beheaded. What did they know that we don't know? What Bible did they read? That our own gospel and our own Bible now is all about self-preservation, self-glorification, self-aggrandizement. May our generation not be judged because we undermine the witness of the fathers.
I came to tell you that even though it's a love story, it is not a joke. The bridegroom has the right to demand of his bride even her life. It's not a joke. It will cost you everything to be in this intimate union with the bridegroom. And I don't know why God kept showing me pictures and telling me that for some of you, it's the little things that is holding against you. He has asked you to walk away from little things And in that simple request, you have shown him that you don't value him. Little things, friendships, how you spend your money, little things that seemed insignificant, but it was a matter in the heart of the Bible. He had seen that these things are competing with him in your life, and he came to demand from it, and you held it close to your chest. If you cannot finish, don't start.
I'm not against a good life. The Bible says, tell them that are rich in this world to be not high-minded, not trust in uncertain riches, but in the living God, that giveth to every man liberally that he may enjoy. I live in a good house. I dress well. I endorse excellence. But I have a conviction that is beyond earthly things. I'm not saying go home and become tata. No. I'm telling you to have a conviction that cannot be bought with money. Pursue God beyond what God gives, so that in the day where you have to lay down everything, including your life, you will not think twice.